We got another data mine talking about the next Grand Prix, Nina's Night Ride. Let's get into it!
Whoa!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and I am back with a brand new video for CTR. Now, I know that this news is a little old, but I was too busy reviewing Spyro for the PC and Switch to get to this. But if you didn't know, then great. So once again, Beta M, a data miner who commonly digs through CTR files, found some interesting stuff from the Spyro Grand Prix. Usually when patches go out, future details of future patches are sometimes included, and in this case, we had gotten tiny hints and details to next month's Grand Prix. Remember though, details can be cancelled, shifted, or adjusted between now and release, so keep that in mind. So we had already found out that Nina Cortex is going to be in a future Grand Prix officially from Activision, and when I had asked Thomas Wilson whether future Grand Prix would follow holidays, I was simply told to, well, think about it. Well, next month's Grand Prix has been revealed as Nina's Night Ride. With Nina being essentially a gothic child, and judging by the name of the Grand Prix, we got ourselves a Halloween-themed course. But that's not all. Let's take a look at some of the details that were digged up. Again, Season 4, the track is currently named Nina's Night Ride. We also got a peek at the name of November's Grand Prix, Nitro Festival. The carts are currently codenamed Cart BEM, NCT, and OGR. We'll come back to this as I have an idea of what at least one of these carts could be. There is also a cart called the Veteran, which we have no idea how to get, but due to Switch hacks, it shows that it actually is some kind of World War II prop plane. Then we get a sneak peek at some of the names of the skins and characters who apparently will be getting a skin in the next Grand Prix. These are Dark Coco, Entrance, Oxide, Papu, Lion Pura, Tana, Tiny, and Blub Fake Crash, which apparently was originally Monster Crash. Again, feeding into the concept that this will be a Halloween-themed Grand Prix. On the bottom, we also have the code name for the new wheels, which are called Ghost Wheels. Again, filling in the Halloween trope. We also got two images from the data mine that shows what I think is the shifting wallpaper images that we see on the background of selecting tracks for Nina's Night Ride and seemingly the Nitro Festival, as we got Nina's face along with a tent. Now, let's go through and analyze what some of this means. First up, the code names to the carts. There's one that I'm about 80% certain on. Cart OGR, I think, will be one of Nina's carts from Crash Tag Team Racing, the Organ Grinder. This was Nina's first cart in Crash Tag Team Racing, and many carts from the game have been brought over both in the stock game and in Grand Prix, like Crash's Trike or Cortex's Pro Bullet 2000. So it would make sense that the original racing game that she's from would have her original kart as well. Now the other two I am not 100% sure, to be honest. They could be brand spanking new karts, but if they too are from CTTR, then I got a feeling that BEM might be the Bone Machine, as it kind of fits the text along with the fact that it's Halloween themed Grand Prix, spooky scary skeletons will likely be featured, and since it's a giant skull, it kind of fits that theme. Then for NCT, it might be the Crudster, as once again the shortened text kind of fits, along with the fact that the cart was Neo Cortex's, and Cortex being related to Nina, it would make sense if some of his dastardly machines made it into this Grand Prix as well. These are my own theories, however, so take it as you like. Now let's look at the skins. There's one that stood out to me, Dark Coco. Now, in the recent Grand Prix, Spyro and Friends, we had gotten a new skin for Coco, and it was named Evil Coco, which is a reference to her state in Mind Over Mutant, where she was mind-controlled. But there actually was technically an Evil Coco before this one came along and stole the name. Evil Coco was a cut character from Twinsanity. Though she was cut, she gained popularity in the Crash fanbase for, reasons. However, though her name was Evil Coco, the only interaction that we have seen publicly was a deleted scene from the game. Here it is here.
Nina, you scared me. Come here. Forget it.
Ain't that sweet? It's a real man who ain't afraid to show his feelings, and my mom says real men prefer their cocoa hot and bitter.
I'm not thirsty. Let's go.
I'm greatly uncomfortable. Now, according to the Crash Wiki, quote, she does not attack the Crash team and never acts as an enemy in any sort. So I ask, what exactly about her is evil? On top of that, when she tries to hit on Cortex, which was disturbing on all levels of the comfortability scale, she says her mom always said real men prefer their cocoa hot and bitter. Now, I'm no barista, but the logic would be that when you make a hot cup of cocoa bitter, what would it look like compared to a regular cup of cocoa? Well, it would assumingly look darker. I'm going way too deep into this. On top of that though, and being a bit more obvious than my theoretical barista capabilities, the modeler and creator had commented on creating Evil Cocoa by saying, quote, I was just bored one day and I thought I'd make an Evil Cocoa, as we had already done Evil Crash. I just took Cocoa and kind of vamped her up a bit. The word vamped, which implies some aspects of a vampire, evidenced by both her model having these sharp and pronounced fangs and her storyboard art having them too. As you know, this is supposed to be a Halloween-themed Grand Prix, and vampires are most definitely used as one of the most popular spooky characters during the Hallowed season. So, in short, I think the original Evil Cocoa had her name swapped for an actual evil mind-controlled Cocoa and has been renamed as Dark Cocoa, which would mean that the original Twinsanity Evil Cocoa is seemingly an upcoming skin for CTR. Now, if my theory is true, I am curious as to how they will handle the skin, as the fanbase already has taken a liking to her character for, reasons. Will they try to keep it the same as the original or adjust her? We'll have to see. Everything else is actually pretty self-explanatory, or there's not much information, to be honest. So all we gotta do is sit and wait for spooky time. By the way, a huge shout out to my Patreons and sponsors on the channel. I appreciate your support and letting me be able to do this full time, as I got a family to feed. If you want to support the channel, the Patreon is in the description below, and be sure to subscribe for more nostalgic content. And while you're at it, why not check out another video I recently made? Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.